Barrister Julius Abure, National Chairman of Labour Party, delivered on Sunday, February 26, 2023, at the party's headquarters in Abuja. Fellow Nigerians, members of the press, executive and members of our party, leaders and members of Labour Party, Presidential Campaign Council, all other protocols duly observed. Background. Thank you for coming, particularly at such a short notice. As we are all aware, Nigeria held its general elections yesterday, an exercise that is still ongoing as I speak. Yesterday, February 25th, 2023, the Independent National Electoral Commission carried out elections nationwide for presidential and National Assembly positions. The exercise has left millions of Nigerians disappointed and disillusioned because of the unprofessional conduct of state and non-state actors who participated in the process. This press conference is to address the various matters arising from the 2023 general election, an extremely important election for Nigeria's peace and development. The failure of INEC to abide by the published and agreed procedure. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, by its conduct, has caused millions of Nigerians, particularly the teeming youths, who took part in this election with high hopes of a free and fair, transparent process, to hold strong feelings of disappointment and disillusionment. The Electoral Act was amended in 2022 for the electronic transmission of results after they are declared at the polling units. Nigerians participated in this process with the belief that the use of technology and adherence to the agreed electronic transmission of results to INEC servers at polling units would ensure a free, fair, and transparent elections. Traditionally, Nigerians know that previous elections witnessed manipulations of results by desperate politicians at collation centers and polling units. But yesterday, being Saturday, February 25, 2023, the very process which INEC assured Nigerians would be followed was truncated for whatever reasons. No matter what those reasons are, they are totally unacceptable to Nigerians and members of the party. INEC servers shut down, and only presidential elections could not be uploaded on the INEC server. The bimodal voter accreditation system, BVAS, did not work as planned. This failure, no doubt, has given room for manipulation of the presidential elections. Being announced by INEC Chairman, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, at the Collation Center in Abuja. We have sufficient documentary evidence that confirm that manipulations of the presidential elections results have occurred in Lagos, Rivers, Imo, parts of Edo State, Delta State, and some northern states. These manipulations were carried out under the watchful eyes and connivance of police officers at the various election units and INEC offices. The decision of INEC to go ahead to announce these doctored results based on manufactured voting has defeated the efforts made by Nigerians to see that the Electoral Act was amended to allow for electronic transmission of results. It is disheartening that 24 hours after the election held across the country that INEC is still yet to upload the authentic results of the presidential poll on the server. The excuse that the server is down is not tenable because we had meetings with INEC before the elections, and the electoral umpire assured all political parties, and indeed Nigerians, that they had a data recovery server, and in the event of a technical hitch, the emergency server would be used until the main server was brought back online. We find it difficult to accept the flimsy excuse that the INEC server were down. INEC officials refusing to upload presidential election results in Lagos and Delta states. We note the impunity which occurred in the entire Lagos state during the conduct of yesterday's election. There were widespread incidences of violence, ethnic profiling, and threats meted out on Nigerians, particularly those who supported Labour Party and our presidential candidate, His Excellency, Mr. Peter Obi. Information from our party agent has it that in places like Agege, Koshofe, Oshodi Isolo, Surulere, and Ibejuleki, amongst others, where results shows that Labour Party won convincingly, the INEC officials claim that the beavers suddenly developed fault when it concerned uploading results of the presidential election. The same INEC officials uploaded the results of National Assembly elections to the server without hitches. INEC officials used the police to drive out agents and supporters out of the collation center, and they said that they have firm instruction from INEC headquarters not to upload. In Koshofe, they put the collation center in a local government area headquarters. The place is surrounded by APC members, and people are afraid of their life. They were not uploading the results. They said that they have been given instruction to insist that the beavers are faulty. And most of the places we won, but they have refused to upload same. APC officials in Yaba, Agege, Koshofe, Oshodi Isolo, and Surulere office of INEC were negotiating with the officials. In Ibejuleki, Labour Party local government chairman who attempted to stop the rigging were arrested by the police. Similar thuggery and rigging occurred in Delta State. Electoral robbery in Rivers calls for outright cancellation. The leadership of Labour Party is shocked by the revelations emanating from Rivers State after the presidential and National Assembly election, which held on Saturday, where thugs believed to be agents of the state government invaded various polling units and collation centers, took away election materials, including the result sheets, manipulated the beavers' machines, and uploaded fake results into the central portal. We took particular note of incidences in places like Obiatbo, Hana, Eleme, Obibo, Rumukoro, and several other areas where Labour Party was clearly leading in virtually all the polling units with very wide margin. Governor Wike, faced with stark reality of defeat, even in the polling unit, in his compound in Woji, where LP scored 323 votes against APC and PDP 5 and 2 votes, respectively, he used his soldiers and police to intimidate, harass, and snatch ballot papers. Nigerians went into this election based on the assurances by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, that the development of beavers was a perfect antidote to electoral malpractice in Nigeria. But what transpired across Nigeria, if allowed to stand, is purely a betrayal of trust by millions of Nigerians on INEC. INEC staff were intimidated by these talks, in connivance with the military personnel and police officers who were deployed to protect them, into doing their bidding, and were forced to manipulate the beavers, being afraid of the consequences of their refusal. Some of these manipulations happened way late in the night. We demand that INEC investigate these atrocities against Nigerian voters by the political class. We are therefore asking that INEC should rise to the occasion and cancel all the unverified and manipulated results arising from the presidential and National Assembly election in parts of Rivers State, particularly in places like Obiakpo, Kana, Eleme, Obigbo, and Romokoro, amongst others. Our demand. It is also of great concern that INEC Chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu, in his address to Nigerians earlier today, failed to acknowledge the glaring failure of INEC and beavers, the flouting of his own laid-down procedure for transmission of results is in violation of the Electoral Act 2022. The behavior of INEC has given room for widespread doubts, anger, and disillusion by millions of Nigerians. Nigeria cannot afford to carry on as if all is well. All is certainly not well. This election has been marred by irregularities, and the integrity of INEC and its chairman are now in doubt. We are therefore calling on Mr. President, His Excellency General Muhammadu Buhari, who has promised Nigerians that he will leave a legacy of free, fair, and credible elections, assuring Nigerians on several occasions that their votes would count, and that the process leading to the election would be transparent and open. Your Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, we are calling on you to live up to your promise to Nigerians, as millions of Nigerians, particularly the youth, participated in the 2023 general election with the hope that Mr. President would keep his promise of a free, fair, and credible elections. Mr. President must live up to his promise to Nigerians. His legacy is at stake at this pivotal moment in our country's history. We also call on INEC Chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu and the Commission itself to ensure that the wishes of the people are heard. Let us re-emphasize the purpose of clearing all doubt that the Labour Party and our presidential candidate, His Excellency Peter Obi, only accept results which reflect the actual voting result obtained at the polling units across the country. Thank you, and God bless you. Yes. The actual situation on ground. We are giving Nigerians the opportunity of giving them
how the party feels about the mood, what people are saying online. There are lots of young people who are very angry, and some young people who are making threats of violence and things like that. But when you know what the party feels about that, where do they stand on that?
So I'll fit questions some other time, please.
No, Chairman, this is very important. There is the fear that youths may go on rampage, and we want to know your comment to
Yeah,
them.
your comment to the.
What is your advice? Because I don't want to preempt.
I also don't want to preempt the issues now. The truth is that it is their mandate that is about to be stolen. And I expect people to defend their mandate. That is my position. If there is a daylight robbery, there must be a remedy to it.
So that means
So
resorting to violence.
I've not said so. I've not said so. I've not said so.
How do they defend it?
Well, that's subject to your own interpretation. So you can give it whatever interpretation. Yes, I need to leave now, please.